welcome to the Honey and Harry show. I'm Honey.
And I'm Harry.
Hey, and today I have some special guests on. It's some of my best friends in the world. But before we get to that, I wanted to tell everybody Santa made it back safe. I know the weather was terrible. It was so bad Christmas Eve. And I talked to Mrs. Claus, and he made it home, and he was in bed. So I just wanted everybody to know that he was okay. So now our show today is going to be on New Year's resolutions, if we make them or if we don't.
Indeed.
Yeah.
A lot of people think about making New Year's resolutions on New Year's Day, but a lot of people don't make it very much further than that. So
Yeah.
it's always a challenge. And so some people have just, decided, well, I'm not going to do that because I got a bad track record, or I don't want to be held to something. And I can't blame them because, my history's not too good either on that.
Well, we know mine's terrible. So, and I even found something out before we get started that there is actually a Quitter's Day.
All right.
Remember that? And I'm like, oh, that's my perfect day, Quitter's Day. And it's on the second Friday of January. And that's when most people end up quitting their.
That's pretty quick.
It is quick. But I think if you make it 2 weeks, sometimes that's good. But I'm going to start off with my New Year's resolution. I usually don't make one because I usually don't follow through very well. And that's going to be one of my resolutions this year, is to try to follow through and to take better care of my health. I need to do better. Absolutely need to do better. But following through, I'm not real good at that. So, anyways, I want to introduce my party girls. They're my friends. I'm so blessed to have them. I always say they're my steel magnolias. They're my group of friends that it doesn't matter if I don't talk to them every single day, but I know just over the holidays I was sick, and I can call them whenever and have a freak out moment, and they're there. They're always there. They're there. It doesn't matter how terrible and whatever's going on. They're there to help you.
BFFs.
They're the best. They're strong. They're all very, very strong women,
Which is good.
And they love my children, and I love their children, and I love them and their husbands. I mean, we just have such a good group. One of my friends in the group couldn't be here with us tonight. Susie, she's great. I love Susie. She hurt herself. She broke her ankle. She has a bunch of screws in her ankles right now, and probably in so much pain. So I'm sad that she's not able to be with us, but I know she's here in spirit with us.
Yeah. Say a little prayer for Susie.
Yeah, say a prayer for Susie. She definitely needs some prayers. Anyway, so we're going to start. This is the party girls.
Hey.
Say hey.
Oops.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Hey, and thank y'all for, doing this tonight. I know it's hard after work, and look, woo, we have all the fun. But thank you so much for doing this for me. I know this is a sacrifice, and they're doing this because they love me.
That's a good reason.
Yeah. So anyways, we're going to start off with some of y'all's New Year's resolutions, or not, which is okay. We all know that y'all are listening to me, and y'all probably laughing because these girls know better than anybody that I cannot follow through with anything. But anyway, so I'm going to start with Valerie. If you don't mind, Valerie, do you want to start off?
I will start off, yes.
Okay, so what's your New Year's resolution?
Well, I'm also someone who has never really stuck to all of my resolutions in the past. So the one I'm going to do this year is to be accountable, and to make sure that I'm doing my resolutions. I want to be intentional in 3 areas: my health. So I want to keep like a little journal of food, make sure I'm eating. I just want to set times when I can eat and not graze like I usually do. And so, our family started doing little runs. We all signed up for the Tiger 10K. And Chris and Emily and Susanna were able to do it, but I didn't do it this year. I'm looking forward to it next year. We have another race we've signed up for in Seaside that we plan to do. So that's a way that I think we will stay accountable. And the other area is in wealth, because I am a very frivolous spender. I just love to go shopping, and I like to buy things that I really do not need. So I want to be more wise in all of my purchases that I make. And the last area is just to be, and I feel like I do this pretty well, but I want to be accountable in this area as well. So I want to start like writing down my grateful moments for the day. Just nothing that I've bought or purchased or things, but just like happy moments that just God gave to me that day that I can be thankful for.
And that's
Awesome.
I think all of those are awesome. And I think we should all, as the Party Girls group, and if Susie heals, we should all like do a race together. We should. I mean, that's such a good thing to do. And it does hold you accountable, because I did a race with Dad. No, we can't see Dad, but Dad and I did a race, and that held me accountable. I had to do it to hold myself accountable. I had to practice running.
Well, I had to be held accountable because I barely finished that race.
Oh, Dad. He did so good. He did. I think he did better than me, huh? I think he let me win. I know he let me win.
I was huffing and puffing.
No, he let me win. But anyways, all right. Well, Valerie, those are great. All right, Leslie, what are yours or not?
So mine is I plan on retiring this year, and finally for 35. I'm gonna retire and spend more time with my family. Twins and she lives in Houston, so I'm going to try to help her out more because she just went back to work, and then just spend more time with my family, and just start cooking more and doing the things I can't do because I don't have time or I'm too tired to do when I get home. So that is my resolution.
No, that's I mean, spending time with family is huge, and helping our kids. We know our kids always need help, especially when they have children. So I think that's great. And I'm so happy you're retiring. You're so deserving of that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Forward to it.
All right, Anna.
Yes.
Hey, so what are yours?
I've never actually had a resolution before. So, but after you've asked us to be on the show and stuff, you've made me like reflect a little bit. So started thinking, what could I do or what could I look forward to? And I think for me, I want to try to make a little bit bigger of a difference in people's lives. So I'm an occupational therapist. I'd like to think that for my patients, I make a difference in their lives, but I also get paid for it, So I kind of want to like branch out a little bit, maybe do a little more volunteer, and just kind of, I guess, just be an overall better human being.
Well, you're such an amazing human being already. I mean, you make me feel like I'm terrible. No, you are such a.
I'm not going to quit.
And I love hearing all the stories from the hospital from Dana and Anna. Those two girls. I mean, y'all are hard. I mean, y'all make such a difference just every day. Just every day going to work, y'all make a difference, and that's y'all's gift in life. Y'all really do. And I love that I have y'all. I do, because it's so good. All right, well, Dana, what is yours?
Okay, so well, I'm like Anna. I've been reflecting, and I'm going to be more accountable. And the accountable thing for 2024 is I'm going to make sure these women right here keep their goals. Because I can tell you, Valerie is going to be in the mall 2 weeks after. Leslie who's going to be cooking. And Anna, I just don't know. So I'm going to be accountable and make sure that they keep their goals up.
This is so not right.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I do. I'm like Anna. I'm at the hospital a lot, and I love helping people. And when I come home, I'm tired. So, but I feel like I need to do more helping people outside of the hospital and taking care of myself and my family, because when I reflect back too, I always looked at even with my family, for different occasions, I was always at the hospital, and I love it. I love doing that, but I want to spend more time with my family. This Christmas we had a wonderful Christmas, and spending time with the family was great. It was fun, and I'll be 60 in July, so I want to travel and just still work, but kind of enjoy life more. So that's about it.
But you definitely are very deserving of that. You should do those things, Dana. I've seen you work hard your whole life. So, and your sister made a comment saying that you need to spend more time with her, Patty.
We will go shopping. I'm not giving up shopping. I'm just saying. So yes.
Do you see it on the screen?
They don't see it.
Oh, they don't see it. Oh, I only can see it. It's that Patty said Dana needs to spend more time with her sister.
I would love that.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, Renee, what is yours?
Okay. Well, just like a lot of you, I don't usually do a resolution, but there is a lot that I need to work on. So I would say first, and probably the biggest, is at night not to be on social media so much. So I tend to get in bed, watch TV, and play on my phone. So I need to turn off all those things and maybe read more and
Give Kevin a little more attention.
yes, I can give my husband a little more attention.
You know what, Renee? I do the same thing.
What?
I do the same thing.
I kind of go down the rabbit hole. One little thing leads to another, and I just play on social media too much at nighttime. So, and then the other thing is, I do like to pray a lot, but the other one would be to start going to adoration. So that is really probably my resolution, is something that I need to start, would like to try to do.
Well,
I didn't say anything.
I know she's our Saint Renee. Except she didn't come for our Saint show.
Oh my God,
Please pray for me. Absolutely.
every day I do.
Thank you.
Every day.
I know.
pray for
Renee
my party
prays
girl.
for all of us. We're so blessed to have you, Renee, because I know you pray every day and you pray for all of us. Now, Susie, I don't know if you can hear us. I know you were making comments a minute ago. If there's anything you want to type in and say, I'll say it for you right now. Oh, Susie said, Dana, build a house on False River.
That's it, Susie. I will. That is my goal. That's my number one
That's
goal.
our goal. Okay, so Susie said that. Is there anything else? Who's this? Justin Ruby said, oh, yeah, Lauren's husband. Your favorite son-in-law says hi, Anna.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so, she said, she can hear me. Okay, so, Susie, if there's something you want to type in and say what your New Year's resolution is, I can read it. So we'll give you a minute, and I know you can type fast, so. So, Dad, you want to get on here for a second? No, you can't. Okay, never mind.
There you go.
Here we go. Here comes. Love, laugh, live more if that is possible. Okay, that was good. So that was from Susie. So, and I just adore Susie too. I adore all of you women. Y'all bring just so much joy to my life. And when I was at my lowest with Lindsay and all that, y'all were there. So I love you all, and thank you.
Thank you, ladies, so much. It's very special having you here tonight.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all, like Peanut was at school at in Natchitoches, and they had the Steel Magnolias house, and every time we'd go by it, and I was like, I got my own Steel Magnolias.
Absolutely.
I'm not even impressed with that. So, anyways, thank y'all.
Okay.
Thank you. Love
Thank you. We
you.
love
Okay,
you.
love
Good night,
you.
ladies.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay. So
Wasn't that super?
Wasn't that good? Yeah,
Yeah.
I really do. I'm so blessed with
Yeah.
like just have such great friends. And,
Yeah, and you know, all of the resolutions were the things they wanted were things that build family and build their own
Faith.
personal faith and so forth. And
Mhm.
you can't top that kind of stuff.
Oh no, they're great people. I mean, they're all givers. Every last one of them. They're just givers. So, but anyways, so getting back on the resolutions, what's yours, Dad?
Well, let me first remind everybody that I'm not very good at making resolutions. Oh, well, I'm very good at making them. Just not very good at keeping them. I think I remember some years back that I wanted to make a resolution to lose weight by doing the intermittent fasting. And that was one time when I really stuck to that. You know, it was very, bodily goal, losing weight, but I stuck to it and I lost like 30 some odd pounds. And I stayed with it for 6, 7, 8 months. So it was really good. Unfortunately, it was something that I fell off of that wagon and didn't keep up with it. So it's always, if you make a resolution to do something, once you achieve it, and once I achieved that, I needed to have a plan B for how to keep it going,
Yes.
And I didn't actually have that. So so I just was inspired not that long ago, seeing a YouTube video of this particular subject about taking a bigger step. I work well when I take large steps as opposed to incremental ones. Now, that sounds kind of silly because most people tell you just change one little thing, do something like that, and you'll be able to achieve that. But for me, making a big step works a little bit better. So I'm going to make a big step this year in starting January 1st to tackle something called Exodus 90. And when I explained it to my family, I was I was thrown out of the house and chastised roundly, and all kind of signs were made and threats and all. No, people were worried about me. But this is a Catholic men's program that's been around for some years now, and I have heard of it in the past, but never wanted to tackle it because the challenge was pretty stiff. But its three components really are prayer, asceticism, and fraternity, as you see on the screen. And the prayer component is to ramp it up and make sure that you pray for an hour a day, at least 20 minutes of which is silent prayer. Now, that's something I really have trouble doing, is being silent for any length of time at all. So that part of the challenge is going to be, take its own weight against me. That's going to be tough. The next one is asceticism. And this is what I think most people were afraid of. And this is at least what kept me from doing this early on, is that there's some pretty stiff comforts that are lost in this program. For one, you take a cold shower. You don't take lukewarm showers or warm showers. And that'll scare most people off right away.
So
Okay.
I got to tell Dad real quick. I told Dad, he's like, I'm doing this. And, I guess I don't understand it. But anyways, I told him Jesus died on the cross so we could have a hot shower.
I don't remember reading that, but
I think if I die on the cross for all mankind, please take a hot shower on me. I mean, so I think I was worried about you taking the cold shower because you're getting old.
Yeah.
And I think,
what do you mean getting?
And I think I don't want you to get sick.
I know, I understand. Yeah, all the concerns that were levied by my family were concerns to in my because they love me.
Yes.
But that's one of the asceticism things. Another one is that you do the traditional Catholic Ash Wednesday and Fridays in Lent all throughout the 90 days. So there's fasting and abstinence on Wednesdays and Fridays. There's no eating in between meals. There are no desserts. There are no nice things like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a bunch of other things. I don't remember everything that's involved in it. I already started practicing the cold showers, and they're bad.
Yeah, they're bad. That's a terrible thing.
But you get out of the shower real quick, I'll tell you that. And then the last one is fraternity. And one of the problems men have with going through life sometimes is making friends and having people to share with. You women do a great job with this, as seen in the show tonight with the party girls. But men have a tougher time with doing that, and especially if you're going to try to tackle something difficult. So another component here is that you join in a band of brothers. You join in a group of up to 8 men, and you're going to be accountable to them, and you're going to share with them in a meeting once a week, plus some daily check-ins and so forth, because trying to do this whole thing is going to be difficult. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. So now it's out there. The whole world can see it, and they can hold me accountable. Oh, this is not good.
Oh, well, I don't think it's all bad. I don't like the shower part. I think that's weird.
So I have to state a why I want to do this, and the why is around 2 things, and one of them is about basically, I'm attached to eating junk food at all hours, so that's not a good thing. And it's not the not eating it's not the eating of that's so bad. It's the lack of will to actually do anything different than eating like that.
Yeah,
which is really
no. And the eating part, I have no problem with because
yeah.
it's going to help your health.
Yeah.
And I want you to be healthier. I just don't want you to get pneumonia.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I don't intend to do that if I can help. And then the other reason is, of course, the other why is that when I looked at my phone recently, it gave me my update on my activity on the phone, and it said that I'm on the phone 6 hours and 55 minutes a day.
Dad.
It used to only be 4 hours.
Dad, that's bad.
So that's pretty bad. So what are we going to do about that? Well, it takes serious action to fix a serious problem. So therefore, we're going to try this. And when I say try, I don't mean the Yoda kind of try where you just you tell. Basically, there is no try. There's do.
You do it. Yeah,
right,
you got to do it. And like I said, follow through. But I don't know if I'm going to follow through with anything. But I'm going to try. How about that? I'm going to try to eat better. I'm going to try to work out 4 days a week. I'm just going to try to take my medicine when I'm supposed to instead of taking 4 days later taking my medicine because I forgot for 4 days.
Right.
So those are the things that I'm going to try to do, and just be a better person. I just think give people grace more. Try not to judge. I don't like being judged, so I really don't think I judge. That's part of our party girls group motto. We always would say is we don't judge. Our whole group got together, and that was our thing. We just don't judge people. Because, when you're young and you're raising kids, that's a thing. You got some parents that are so judgmental, and we never did. We just supported each other. We loved each other. And no matter what happened, we just didn't. And we didn't judge people outside of our group either. So that was one of the things that attracts me to being with these ladies because they're just good to the core.
Right. You had your own band of sisters.
I do. I have my own band of sisters, and I have a lot of friends. And I have to say, the people that I'm friends with, they're good people. I'm not going to be friends with people that are not good people. But if you're having trouble making a New Year's resolution, because they were saying only 9% of people keep their New Year's resolutions. I read that somewhere. And 43% quit by January.
Ooh.
Isn't that
That's a good-
crazy?
Yeah, end of January, and you're 43%
I know.
already gone.
So, like,
Yeah.
I know what Dana was saying that she wants to travel more. I've heard her say that since I've met Dana,
Right.
from the beginning of time, and she's worked. I mean, I'm telling you, she's worked,
Right.
and she wants to travel more. So maybe one of the things Dana could do, if she's still watching, make a bucket list and
Yeah.
what things that you want to do in the next 12 months.
Yeah, what things would you like to do? Where would you like to go?
Yeah.
And then start planning things. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a New Year's
Right.
resolution, don't you
Right.
think, Dad? I
Oh,
mean,
yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
But you need to put it to paper and start
put it to paper,
actually doing it.
and that's what it says. It says write down in a bucket, and make a bucket list and put it in a jar, and just
Right.
try to do those things, or
Right.
they were saying too, like a gratitude exercise, like just being grateful. Like, what are the things in your life? Because people have a tendency to they can be so negative sometimes, and it's I don't have money for this, or oh, I don't have money for that, or oh, I'm going to talk about this one or that one, or family drama's going on. But like, instead of focusing on all that, because all that does, that's really the devil's tongue. If you really want to know, that's the devil. But be great, have a gratitude list of all
Right.
the things that
Right.
like you're grateful for, because I have so many things that I'm grateful for, so many things. So I thought that was another good one.
Right.
Practice mindfulness, being mindful. That's another way you can do a New Year's resolution. It doesn't have to be go on a diet, exercise, those types of things. And what else? Like, if you can't travel, you don't have the money to travel. A lot of people don't. Just get in your car and drive somewheres where you live that you've never been, down a road that you've never gone down before. Or, like Troy and I like to go to St. Francisville, and my daughter always says that me and my husband are dreamers.
It's okay to dream.
We're dreamers. We don't, we're not good at executing, but we're dreamers. We're good dreamers. We are the best dreamers around. Can I tell y'all, we have some good dreams. And so, we'll go, and when we go to Florida, we dream big too. We always dream big. And even like, I'll even walk by a house and I'm like, well, I just wouldn't build a house like that. It'd be like this.
Right.
So like we'll go to St. Francisville, and like they have these roads like up in the hills, and we'll just go drive down one of those roads. And we've done that since the kids were little, because we had nothing when they were little, and we just go look at all these beautiful things, and we'll be like, oh, we're gonna buy hunting property one day there. We're gonna, we'll just go dream. It's fun to go dream like that, and do things
Absolutely.
like that.
Yeah.
And the other thing I want to say too, the last thing I'm going to say is, and we all have this, call either a family member or a friend that you haven't talked to in a long time. Because that person misses you too, and there are people that you can, if you really sit down and think, there's probably a list of people that you haven't talked to.
Right.
Even like Uncle Eddie reached out to me.
Yep.
For Christmas. He told me Merry Christmas, and Aunt Jane, and I haven't talked to them in a while. And it's like, I'm so sad. I haven't, I don't get to see all my aunts and uncles and cousins like I used to see them before. And so just reach out to a family member.
Right. Another way to do that, or another
Or a friend.
to do something like that, is to actually, in our electronic age, but actually write a letter with ink and paper and put it in an envelope and send it to somebody.
We don't even know what that is anymore.
We don't do it very often, that's for sure. And we write cards, we put a little sentiment, but taking time to write a 2-page letter or so to somebody that you don't get to see. Maybe they live 500 miles away and you just don't see them very often. So that's something that might be a good suggestion.
That is good.
I don't want to hear it myself necessarily, because now I put it in my list of things I have to do.
Yeah, but it's true. But who doesn't like getting mail? I get so excited when I get the Christmas cards come in the mail, or anytime I get mail. My Uncle Michael always sends me something in the mail, and I love getting mail. So that is a great idea, I think.
Yeah.
If you don't want to make the phone call, or you know what I mean? Just
Right.
Sometimes people don't have time for that. So
Yeah, I would just, tell people, if you want to tackle something big, that's okay. But remember, this is to try to improve ourselves, and there's many ways to do that. And if you're not like me, who wants to tackle Mount Everest in
Oh my
one
gosh.
step,
I know.
then do the Swiss cheese approach and just do one little thing, and do that regularly so that it becomes sort of a habit. And then you don't even have to commit yourself by writing down a resolution, but you just do something and repeat it.
But you're very much like my dad doing this. Don't compare yourself to him.
Please not.
He is somebody that can put his mind to something and get it done perfectly every time.
Well,
You can, and you know it's true.
This one's meant to humble you, so we'll see
Well, I'm just
how easy
saying,
this is going to be.
you have, the only other person that really reminds me of you is like Lisa Persado, my good friend Lisa. She has such a determination to get, and Lindsay's kind of like that too. Y'all can just commit to something and finish it. And I get, I'm envious of that because I'm not so good at that. So this is something that it's, I think, in your reach to do. You don't want to do something and commit to something that's so bizarre out there. You're never going to succeed. So you have to know your limitations on things too. Right. I think that's part of the problem when people make New Year's resolutions. They get this big idea, and like me, I get this huge idea, and I'm all in, and I want to just do this, and then the next day I'm like, what did I tell people? Why am I going to do that?
Right. Why did I go public with that?
Oh my God. And now I'm just going to tell people, I just lie and be like, oh yeah, I'm doing it,
Yeah. I'm going to have trouble lying on this one. There's a lot of people listening.
But the problem is, they know I'm lying because I'm not losing the weight,
Well, get a new outfit.
Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, that's not going so well for me. So, you want to do things that are attainable for you.
Right.
Yeah, because when I committed to do the run, I committed to like 3 miles, right? It was a 5K.
Right.
I didn't go commit myself to a half marathon.
Right.
You did a half marathon at 65.
I did a marathon at 65.
Okay, it was a marathon. Not going to do it.
It's the first and last one. I'll tell you that.
But that's amazing you did it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and that's a good example because some things we want to do, we got to make sure that we're not reaching too far. But the other thing is that if we have milestones along the way, progress points, things we can look at that says, I'm making some progress on this. And those bring us enough motivation to keep working at what we're doing. And of course, when you do the running thing, that's what you do. You have a training program and you get to see progress as you move along. Same thing would be true of a lot of other commitments and resolutions, I believe.
Yeah, I did that little couch to 5K, and it was something I could do.
Right.
It wasn't, and if I couldn't do like that week 4, I did week 4 maybe 3 times, for 3 weeks. It was like you do it at your own pace. So.
Well, let's one more time celebrate our party girls by, clicking the applause button.
Oh, okay.
Make sure they can hear the applause.
I think they're gone.
And then
I think my party girls left.
We'll press the party horn.
No, here they come.
Hey, all right, party. Let me put the party girls back on here.
They're having a party. That's what they do. They're having a party.
I'm gonna have to watch these women.
Oh my gosh. They're already having a party right now. I mean, I'm so jealous. And thanks again, girls. I really do appreciate y'all doing this tonight. Loved having y'all on. Hopefully one day we can Dad can blow out the wall out of this bedroom and maybe we can have a bigger studio.
We could fit 6 or 7 people in it. Yeah.
That would be so fun because we're in my old bedroom right now. So
not a lot of room.
It's not a lot of room.
But this has worked well. Thanks for coming on, ladies.
Yeah,
we appreciate
thanks
it.
so much.
Good night.
All right. Bye.
All right. Well, we have a show for you next week, too. And on the theme of New Year's resolutions along that line, the show's going to be on wellness. We're going to start the year off talking about that kind of thing because that's got to be about 70% of the things that people pick for resolutions are related to just improving their wellness. So we have a show on that. Check on the outro and you'll be able to see what's coming and be ready for next Wednesday night.
And that's another one of my wonderful friends who I just adore. So her name's Tramika. I just love her so much. Anyways, so yeah, next week she'll be here, so I'm so excited.
Take care.
Bye.